Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel360. KY's.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real2reel360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace and blessings to Allah's mighty 5% nation, the God's nurse to all the human families on the planet Earth. We give you a love, peace, and happiness high salute. I am DJ KY's Allah. Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Listen, we got a good one for you right now. Without further delay, let's get it on. I'm going to bring on my co-host with the most. Y'all know who he is. My brother in God needs no introduction because it's all right. Let's go.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD.
Peace.
Peace. Yo, I'll tell you something crazy going on today, man. Like, I don't get it. Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to Real2reel360. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. 360's in the building. Today we got a fantastic show. We're going to be locked and loaded today with our brother Fat Daddy. There's some things that's going on that's not right and exact right here, but we're going to touch bases on it. Ladies and gentlemen, Fat Daddy, let's bring him in the building.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yo!
Man,
My gosh.
what's
up,
going
my boy?
on? What's going on?
Man, what's up with it, fellas?
It's all good. And we might have to pop in and out on that Facebook, fam. You see that?
Yeah. I'm about to take care of that right as we speak. Go ahead and handle that with the brother, and I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Well, my brother Fat Daddy, what's good with you, fam?
Man, what's going on, man? It's good to be
Man,
here.
ain't nothing. Welcome, man. It's a pleasure to have you aboard the show. So right about now, before we get things started, we just want to let you give a chance right now to explain and give everybody a little bio about who Fat Daddy is, where he come from, where he hail, and what's good.
For sure, man. My name is Fat Daddy. I got the blues, man. I'm out of Dallas, Texas, man. Son of a blues legend, Ariel Griffin, man. Man, just out here trying to keep the grown folk music alive, man, and just doing what I do. But yeah, man, just the blues kid for sure. Southern soul, but truly a blues kid, man, out of Dallas, Texas. That's where it's at, man.
Out of Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, out of Dallas, Texas.
Look. I'm about to ask you what part. I hope you don't say the whole
South Dallas, man. South Dallas, Texas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I had so many good day stomping grounds out there. I was out there in Killeen, man.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah,
About 2 hours from us. 2 hours.
Yeah. So when did you first get started in the music business?
Man, I've been in the game about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay. What gave you the direction to roll in for Southern Soul?
Man, my daddy, truthfully, man, my daddy owns a club by the name of Blues Palace. And man, I got my start there playing drums when I was like 19 years old, 20. I started playing the club. Man, I started playing for Sir Charles Jones. I played for L.J. Eccles. I played for this group called the Peterson Brothers. So I was a drummer first, and then I began to sing later.
Yeah. Would you play 5, 6, 7? What skins you with?
Man, back then, we was young and we wanted to hit a lot of drums. I think on big stages I was playing a 5-piece set, and then on some shows I would do a 3-piece trap. But man, we was back then it was about having 55 or 10 cymbals. That day is gone. Ain't nobody doing all that no more. Folks got that track going and track with them.
Oh, you kind of froze up a little bit there. Yeah, he's on the phone. It froze up. Well, there you go. There you go. You back now.
That day over. Yo.
Well, when you we always know that we talked to you the first time, and we was talking about your father being part of one of the blues legends in this industry. How can we get a part of that history and what connected you to the genre of music?
Man, great question, man. Man, just to speak truthfully about it, my daddy was in a genre with some great legends, man. Like the jump, my dad was in it. My dad he's 84 now, but he was in the Johnny Taylor era, the Tyrone Davis, your Lil Miltons, your ZZ Hills. Man, he was in that era. So, just to take y'all back, so man, my daddy told me a story, and he said this now. He said the game has changed from back when he was actually in the game until it is now. He was like the way they dressed, the music, everything changed. Back then, people was doing nothing but live shows. There wasn't no track shows. So, me as a blues singer, soul singer, the era I came up in the era I watched, the game has changed, but the game has got bigger, and it's more now. We have more of a young following, a young fan base than my dad and them. They had an older fan base. So I try to tell everybody, it's still the same. It's still the same music because everybody, listen to everybody's music, they still going to the 1 to the 4 to the 5. You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So when a song starts off, it's gonna always start off on the 1, and it got to go to the 4, and then it's gonna go back to the 5 to the bridge. So the music's still the same. It's got a different beat to it, man, and it's giving some more flavor. So that's just how the history went. You know what I'm saying? It's more the dressing and all that stuff. But man, I grew up really, really different, like real different. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in that era, the Johnny Taylors and all that. When I first started singing like 5 years ago, people used to laugh at me and talk about it because I was the youngest one in the game, and I was wearing suits. I used to wear suits because I didn't know no better. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, growing up with that type of history, how was that motivating for you?
Man, it was motivating for me because I watched how people gravitated to my daddy at the club, and when he would go do shows, and how the fans love on him, and he loved them back. Man, it motivated me, man. To I really truly, when I first started, I wanted to just play drums for everybody. Like I used to always say that I just want to play for everybody. I never thought I was gonna sing. I just want to play. And man, when I started singing, man, and people started showing me a lot of love, I just took off running, man. I just took off.
Now,
I ain't looked back since. I still got a long way to go. I have great music out, but it's a work in progress every day. And I tell everybody, man, people always say, "Fred, how you doing, man? You this, and third." And I tell them, man, I just stay humble, man. And I just see one thing. I really truly love the music. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do it for the fame. I do it because I truly love it. So it's a passion of mine. It ain't a fly by night thing with me. Sometimes people do stuff they see other people doing it, or they think they can do it. This ain't pulled on me. This in me. You know what I'm saying? I've been around this my whole life. So it ain't pulled on Fat Daddy. It's in me. Like, so yeah, I got some stuff. I can tell y'all some stuff right now, man, to blow y'all mind about the industry for like Southern Soul Blues that I've been around and I've seen with my own 2 eyes. But it's just, man, that's what I do.
Now, what was the first song that you ever recorded?
The first song I ever recorded was a song called Jody. Awesome Bo did the track back in, I think that was 2017, 2018. 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. It's now about 2018, I believe. Yeah, I think so. 2018, something like that.
Now, with that song, how was that the first time, saying, hearing it on the radio? What was the expression and conversation you had with your father?
Man, the first time playing that song on the radio, Greg A. Smith played it in Dallas, Texas, at KN on radio. He's on from Friday from 9 to 12. I'll never forget. He played the song at his 10:30 hour, new music. Played the song. Man, I went crazy. I called my daddy. I was super excited, man. My daddy was excited for me. The next week, I went to a radio station, man, did an interview with him, and my song just started getting in rotation. But the crazy part is Jody started playing, but then I started putting out other music, and Jody just faded away. Man, we was super excited. My daddy was acting like it was his song. He was happy for me too. Super excited, man.
Now you have a song with Sir Charles as well, right? And what's the name of that song?
The song I have with Sir Charles is called "The Mailman."
It's called The Mailman.
Yep.
Now with The Mailman, hold on a second. With The Mailman, I think we played it the last time we were on. So I think we still have that. Hey, K, can you go to that for me?
Let me see. We got that.
But what was the experience like rocking out with Sir Charles?
Man, everybody asked me, Christopher, how they come about? Man, this is a true story. Sir Charles, my guy, I love him to death. We was in Atlanta, man. He invited me down. That's when Atlanta was playing the Super Bowl. He invited me down to the Super Bowl. And he's like, hey, come down, little bro. Bye-bye, I got you. Don't worry about nothing. I go down to the Super Bowl. Back then, Sir Charles was drinking Budweiser. He don't drink no more. But back then, he was drinking Budweiser. And we was on the porch. It probably had to be probably 8 in the morning. My plane flew in. He sent his driver to pick me up. And I got his house. He was smoking a cigarette, drinking a Budweiser about 8:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. We going to the Super Bowl game. Yeah, me and him going to the Super Bowl. He done bought me a ticket. He just told me to get there. I got you. So we going to the game. We got tickets and everything. Man, I see the mailman. I'm be on his back. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? The mailman and next door to your house. It's Sunday. He said, man, I don't know what's going on. True story. Me and this man watch this mailman go to the people's back door, knock on their back door, come back around to the front door, and then just get off. He just speed off. And that's why I started saying, I ain't never seen the mailman deliver on Sunday. He delivered my divorce papers early this morning. And so I said, what you say, sing it again? I sung it. He's like, man, let's go now. Go studio. We left right there to our constant producers. We went right to the studio. Sir Charles laid his verse down. I laid my vocals down. And then we did it again. And went to the Super Bowl game, came back. We just started mixing the song, and then that was it. That song, we did that song in one take. Me and him.
Now with that,
happened, man, it was an experience. It was just awesome, really, just off the muscles type of stuff, and just create, man, and just at the moment, and then look what God did. One of my biggest songs right now is still that song, Mailman.
Now with that being like an experience, and how was it like being there with Sir Charles and Sir Charles giving you that type of love to get on the song right then and there with you?
Man, man, it was just love, man. It was really love. Man, it was experience, man, because I'm in my studio now. Last time I was in my car, I made back in my house. I don't know if I can see, but I'm in my little studio right now, man, where I record that and do all my stuff. Sir Charles, since that day, he showed me how to record. Sir Charles recorded his own self, and he told me what to go buy. I bought my stuff back during the pandemic. And I learned how to record because of Sir Charles Jones. He showed me how to record in Pro Tools, told me just learn how to mix yourself, put your own vocals in and all that. So, man, just by being in Atlanta with him a couple times just motivated me to get my own studio.
Right.
And, yeah, man, it's a lot of motivation.
Now, your new song that you have out, Something in the Water.
It's something in the water.
There's something in the water.
Something in the water, like.
Man, all I want to know is what was in that water.
Man, but I got some stories for y'all. So, true story, man. I was in, man, and everybody know me. Tucker like my best friend, it's my dog. So, shout out it's his birthday too. So, happy birthday to my homeboy Tucker James.
Yeah,
he officially happy birthday, T. He officially is school now. He hit 40 today. Pray to God I can live to see 40. He turned 40 years old today, man. Hats off to you, Tucker James, my guy. I was on live earlier messing with him. I had everybody laugh. I say he officially school. Happy birthday, school. So, but anyway, man. So me and Tucker was in Louisiana, where he from, and true story. Man, we was at Target. Me and him, like, he loved Target. We was at Target getting some stuff. We just hanging out at Target doing something, and I seen this girl in Target. Man, I swear for God, this woman was so fine, ugly, but she was so fine. She was ugly, but she was fine, Doc. Oh Lord, and she was ugly. So Tucker was like, I said, man, this lady fine. Tucker like, Fede, you say everything fine. I said, no. I like, no, Tucker, this lady is fine. And when I said that, but I said, man, she ugly. And then I just kept saying, I said, it's something in the water. It's something in the water in Louisiana that got a hold on me. It's something in the water. I started walking around Target. So when I seen the lady, I had to tell her. I said, I don't know who you is. I said, but it's something in the water in Louisiana. And that's how I came up with my song, Something in the Water. I was in Target, hanging out with Tucker, playing around, and seeing this lady. And it just came to my mind. I said, it's something in the water. I kept saying, it's something in the water in Louisiana. I don't know what it is, but it got a hold on me. It's something in that water. And that's how I came up with Something in the Water.
All I want to know is, how she fine and ugly?
See, I gotta tell people, it's two different type of fine. You got some fine people got fine bodies. But they be ugly in the face. This woman here fine is wine. But she wasn't that cute. But she was fine. She was fine.
Oh,
now, I think all women, now I don't want anybody to think, now let me take that back. So I say, you guys like, all women are beautiful in their own special way.
Right.
Everybody got beat about themselves in their own special way. But this lady here, I don't know if she bought that body or what she did, but she was fine. Gave me a whole song. I'm talking about a whole song. And to this day, I don't know if she knew who I was, or I don't know her name, but she helped me go home and write a whole song. Cause I ain't seen fine like that in a long time, Doc. I said Louisiana got something in the water down here. I ain't lying. I don't know what it is. Something in the water. And that's how I came up with that song. It's something in the water.
Oh, so she was a butterface.
She was a butterface. Ooh. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, man.
Hey, I just want to be clear that she was a butterface.
Yeah.
And we going forward.
But she had a body like me.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Like me.
She had good knees.
She had some good knees. Hey, good knees.
She had some good knees. Hey, Kay, play that. Something in the water.
Something in the water. That got a hold on me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, something in the water right here for our man Fat Daddy right here.
Let's go. Hey. One time. 2 times. 3 times. Hey, let's go. Something in the water.
They got a hold on me. Something in the water. Something in the water. They got a hold on me.
Where my 2-steppers at? Let's go.
And she put it in the water. I can't get up. No, I'm down here struggling. Her love is so good. She got me doing that backstroke.
Hey.
No, I can't feel. She the real me. Can't find my head. This woman got me hooked. I can't help my. Somebody tell me, what do you call this love?
Let go.
You drive me. I don't even want to get up. There's something in the water.
Hey.
See, they got a hold something in the water. No, no, no. They got a hold on me. There's something in the water. There's something in the water. That's tugging me in. Got me in the ocean. knowing I can't swim. What you trying to do to me? Let's take it to the shore. Can't take it no more. Oh no, no, no. I'm ready. I hope you're ready too. It's so many things that I wanna do to you. To get out here, ain't no reason for no fear. Jump in the safety net, girl, it's your best day. It's something in the water, yeah. They got a hold on me. It's something in the water, something in the water. It won't let go. Oh no, no, in the water. They got a hold on me. It's something in the water. It won't let go. It's something in the water, baby. Girl, you got me going crazy.
Hey, let go.
Oh no, no.
I can't get it.
I can't get enough. I can't get enough. This is what I want you to do, baby. Oh, try to hold while I pass. And let me take my time to do it right. We ain't gotta be in no rush, baby. We
Hey, let go.
So let me take my time. Let me do it right. Hey, baby, let me do it all night long. Hey, let me do it all night long. Hey, let me do it all night long. Hey, baby, let me do it all night long. Fat Daddy, hit nation.
Yeah, that mother vibe. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Something in the water. Let's get it.
Man, it's something in the water, man. Oh,
I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely something in the water out there in the boot. It's
yeah,
definitely something in the water out there in Texas.
yeah.
It's definitely something in the water out there in Georgia. It's something in the water out
Ooh,
there, man.
it's something in the
It,
water.
it's something in that water, player.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. I don't know what
Mm-mm.
it is, but it got a hold on me.
You know what I'm
Jeff won't.
saying?
Old school say it. Jeff won't let me be.
So what was it first like for you, man? The first time you performed live, getting up on stage and see the fans come around and rock with you.
Man, it was amazing because I started singing in my dad club, so of course everybody was, there to support me, whatever. But coming out as an artist, I did my first show in West Dallas, Texas, at this event center. I booked LJ Eccles to open. So I opened up. I did a show. I had him on it. I said I was coming out as an artist. I'm gonna do my own show. I'm gonna do my own thing. Me and my partner Ezek did together in West Dallas, Texas. Man, and the people, I say they showed me so much love that night. It was crazy. Yeah, I did my first show, man. I changed 3 times in the show.
Now, when you do your shows, you do a lot of covers, right?
Uh-huh.
What are the covers that you enjoy doing the most?
Oh, whiskey.
Uh-huh.
And I sing whiskey a lot on my show. And I sing down. I sing like 2 covers a lot. I sing whiskey, and I sing down home blues.
Mm-hmm.
They're my 2 favorite covers. They're my 2 favorite. Um, yeah, I sing down home blues and whiskey, and I mean that's what man. I it's like I probably would say whiskey. Mel Waiters is my favorite one. I would say that Mel Waiters whiskey.
Now, with the male waiters, I noticed that a lot of individuals do try to sing it,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to cover a lot of Johnny Taylor songs.
Uh-huh.
Now, recently, I think I saw you do a Tyrone Davis, if I ain't mistaken. Was that a Tyrone?
Oh yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
done. What song was that? I done special request. Somebody asked me. Oh, I done Turning Point. Nobody,
yeah,
nobody, nobody sings that. Nobody covers that song.
right.
You got to be a singer, really. But I sung Turning Point. Well, I used to sing Turning Point a lot back in my dad club. So somebody knew me. They asked me to sing it. Yeah, you must have watched the video. I sung Turning Point, and yeah, people went crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
think you did it at your dad club in Dallas.
I did it at my dad club one night I was there. And somebody
Uh-huh.
said, go back and do some old Fat Daddy. I'll never forget. Said, can you do what Fat Daddy first started? I said, I reached the turning point, baby, in my little life. Oh,
Now,
she got it out, baby. And I packed my bags to leave. So she would start to cry, y'all, as I sit around and weep. Mm-hmm.
man, like I said, like a lot of people don't touch Tyrone. They do a lot of Johnny and they do a lot of other artists, but Tyrone is one
Mm-hmm.
of the artists that individuals don't really do too much of a cover of. Do you have any understanding why? Because he has some great classic albums.
Oh, man, I mean, he definitely was a legend. He definitely got a lot of hits. Tyrone Davis, me just being personally,
Hmm.
if you try to go sing Tyrone Davis, you gotta really go. You gotta flat foot go sing it and go get it. Like
Right.
it ain't no, you can't. You gotta go sing it. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta go flat foot singing. Like Tyrone Davis was a flat foot singer. Johnny Taylor was a flat foot singer too, but
Right.
Johnny had some grooves and some melodies that you can kind of play with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I'm sending you a kiss, put it where you want it, baby. So if you
Right.
really can't sing that good, you can go hum that and play with that melody. But when it
Mhm.
comes to a Tyrone Davis song, you know what I'm saying? It sure wasn't me. Like you gotta hit some notes. You gotta go there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
Right.
mean, people probably just don't want to go there. Like, but with Tyrone Davis, you gotta just really go there. Like, you gotta go get in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Now, being that your father comes from the era of legends because he's a legend himself,
Yes, sir.
when you stand on that stage, how does it feel to be standing on the plateau that was built by your dad and these other individuals?
Um, Man, it feels great, man, because and I tell a lot of people this, man. People like, Fede, you crazy. It's only one place where I get intimidated or I be kind of nervous to go sing at, and that's my daddy club where I started at, and I should be way more comfortable there than anywhere. But I feel like that stage have been touched by some greats. I'm talking about from Bobby Blue Band hit that stage, ZZ Hill sung on my daddy's stage, Johnny Taylor sung on my daddy's stage, Jay Blackfoot sung on my daddy's stage.
Mhm.
So to Buddy Ace, don't I mean people probably know who Buddy Ace is, but
Mhm.
Buddy Ace sung on my daddy's stage. Carl Sims sung on my daddy's stage. Uh, man, man, it's so many great legends that sung there. Denise DeSale did a show at my daddy club. Mel
Mhm.
Waiter sung in my daddy club. So when I sing in my daddy club, it's like for some reason I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of environment. It's a different kind of
Um,
environment. And I tell all Southern Soul, the new artists, Southern Soul blues artists,
hey,
I
we
say this
found that
all the
song
time.
with Tyrone yet? I mean, with Sir Charles yet?
Have I did what?
I was talking to Kay. Did he find a song with Sir Charles?
Oh,
I was,
the
I was going
Mailman.
to ask you, Coco Taylor sat sung on that stage.
Coco Taylor. Yep. Bad.
Co- Coco
Bad.
Taylor sung on that stage.
Yeah,
Wang
man.
Dang Doodle. Like people don't
Yep.
understand that. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Right.
Marvin Cease.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been to the club once or twice in my lifetime, so I
Yeah.
know. And these were some of the individuals I saw there.
Yeah.
Um, the Marvin Cease was there. Coco Taylor was there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was another individual. Was it Peggy?
Peggy Scott.
Peggy Scott was there.
Yep. She sung her too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Man,
when
you
you
went way back then.
yeah. So you're talking
Yeah.
about legends,
Legends, man.
legends that's been in your experience being in the industry starting out
Mm-hmm.
as a youngster because you was around some of these great individuals. And with
Yep.
some of them I'm pretty sure that you was able to have conversation with And what was some of the things that they would pass down to, you know what I'm saying, a young fat daddy?
Man, great question, man. I never forget, man. I was and see back then, kids. So my daddy 84, and I'm only 34. So my
Hmm.
back then, when grown folks was having conversations, a kid couldn't butt in and talk and do all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I didn't have a lot of I didn't have a lot of conversations with a lot of legends. I was around them and
Mhm.
I heard a lot of conversations. And I sat in, but I had to be quiet and just listen. Back then, my daddy was carrying a briefcase. My job was to get the briefcase out of the car and walk in the club and sit down. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
go put soda in the box.
Hmm.
So, man, I never forget one day my daddy, Johnny Taylor, and Lil Milton. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's okay. It's like they were shooting dice in front of us. And
Right.
it was in my dad's club, and they shot dice on a pillow at the club on a table. They were shooting dice, and I was just sitting there watching them. And my daddy was shooting. My dad was beating Lil Milton, and they was going back and forth. They called each other Pete, 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 all this kind of stuff. And I never forget, Johnny Taylor said, "Pete, I gotta go." He said, "I'm finna go, man." He said, "Whatever you do," he said, "make sure that y'all keep the blues alive over here in Blues Palace. Don't let these folks start singing hip hop in the blues club that we created." And that always stuck in my mind that they really truly believed in the music that they were recording. They
Hmm.
wasn't recording this music for fun. They really believed what they were singing. They were
Hmm.
singing back then. It was really storytelling. They were singing a story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why if you listen to my music, I'm old school to the heart. Period. As everybody said, I dress young because I am young, and I have a younger beat. But when you listen to my music and listen to what I talk about, I talk about what I know. You know what I'm saying? I can't live your life story. I only can live mine. So I
Right.
have to. And people saying, "Man, you be saying some real stuff," because that's the era I grew up in. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I grew up when people really cared about what they put out, and they cared about what they put out. Like 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 they cared about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Now,
they was really living it. They was living it.
now, as a younger artist,
Hmm.
taking the torch, you know what I'm saying, from some of the great legends, how does the music stay relevant with the younger generation?
They mamas brought them up on the music, but the music is juke joint music.
Hmm.
So what you're saying, Fat Daddy, in order to keep the music alive, the music got to learn. We have to make music that stay in the club, because if the club don't play the music no more, the
Hmm.
music gonna die.
Right.
Like our music is really juke joint music, and you got to be able to stay in the club with the music.
Hmm.
So to keep it relevant in what's going on now, we got to make some juke joint music, man. We got to keep making music where it be played in the club.
Hmm. Now, because we talk about the younger generation and being in certain areas, Southern soul blues is more prevalent than hip hop, than R&B if you go into
Mm-hmm.
certain areas,
Yep.
right? And I will say, like in Mississippi, you'll
Mm-hmm.
see the young cats riding around in the box Chevys in the 20s on 22s, bumping Sir Charles, bumping Omar, bumping yourself, and that's where it is in Louisiana, and then a lot of other places depending on where you at.
Yep.
So when you talk about the young people loving the blues, what is it
Mm-hmm.
about the blues that make them love it?
The words and the melody, the groove. Uh, Especially when you got people like me that grew up and their mama listen to Johnny Taylor and the ZZ Hills every day. It's the
Mhm,
melodies, it's the word, and it's good, and it's talking about something. It's good storytelling.
mhm,
The rap now, I ain't knocking rap. I love rappers, you know what I'm saying. I try to listen to them, but they ain't they rapping about something that we ain't. It ain't no life in it. We talking about killing each other
mhm,
and slime and robbing each other and free bag game and robbing the banks and like we not telling what's going on. We not telling the story. You know what I'm saying? We got away from that. You know what I'm saying? Back then, if you listen to Tupac was rapping about some real life street stuff. Jay-Z, one of the best lyricists I ever seen in my life. Like he
mhm,
was rapping about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm,
got 99 problems. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Like yeah. So it was so now you got Southern Soul people hats off to Tucker James, hats off to King George, the
Mhm.
Calvin Richardson, man. Hats off to my homegirl West Love, Lacey. Like
Mhm.
they really, really bringing some real great music. My boy Smoke,
Mhm.
myself, man. Like it's real storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it just, I mean, the storytelling of the music and the real thought of the music is what's keeping it alive.
Now, if you want to go back and to look at the history of Southern soul and blues, like you
Mhm.
said, it talks about reality, and
Yep.
more reality that you hear now is bringing the love back and bringing people back. You know,
Hmm.
you hear songs like "Summer Wolf," "I'm gonna let 'em hit it." Uh,
Yeah.
you bring Magic One. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
My
The
boy
self,
Magic.
yeah, we definitely talk about
That's my guy.
Magic. You talk about KD. You talk
Hmm.
about, you know what I'm saying, Q Lee with Coincidence, and I'm waiting on Q Lee to go ahead and drop that and quit holding that bullet in the chamber. That's a monster right there. Um, but you talk about the reality of love and reality of everything else. What is it that when you talk about these things is so heavy with people? Because it used to be like the '90s. That's what '90s R&B was about.
Yeah.
Um, things that was reality based. Do you see Southern Soul taking a page out of that?
Oh yeah. Southern Soul have definitely took a turn for the best. I believe that Southern Soul, I believe that Southern Soul blues, because it can't be Southern Soul by itself. You gotta have blues in there somewhere, or it gotta be blues Southern Soul, because you can't never turn Southern Soul to blues. It gotta be both, because
Hmm.
the blues created Southern Soul,
Hmm.
and people gotta respect that the blues was here first,
Hmm.
and the blues don't always be here. So you gotta respect blues, Southern Soul blues. You can't. I never say Southern Soul by itself. It's always gonna be Southern Soul blues to me. But we definitely have turned the pages. I think Southern Soul music, blues will be a big genre one day. It's already heading that way now because our fan base is crazy big. When you got people songs on TikTok and you got 25-year-olds that's making videos, 15-year-olds, and um, man, it's a lifeline now. You know what I'm saying? I really have a lifeline.
Okay.
So it definitely turned the page.
All right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, gentlemen. Okay, take over for a second.
Yeah. Well, man, listen, everything that you've been saying, man, has such strong resonance. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Um, I being born and raised up in New York, so I didn't hear about the blues until my older brother, who's a DJ, started playing a lot of the blues and stuff and coming back in the military and stuff. So I was like, man, what's all that? What's all that? And then,
Yeah.
some of the things was definitely catchy that you would think. I thought like when I first heard Johnny Taylor, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Then I did the knowledge because I grew up in a family of music and everything like yourself. I've been playing
Yeah.
drums for a long time and everything. I'm a professional drummer by itself in a way too. So um, when I heard Johnny Taylor, I was like, all right. But then during you got to look at the timeline. Now Johnny Taylor in the '70s to me was a disco time because he made uh,
Disco
disco
late.
lick. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? So I did not put that in a Southern Soul or blues category because of the
Mm-hmm.
title of the song and
Yeah.
everything that he did. Then I found out that he was really Southern Soul singing. Well, I ain't gonna say Southern Soul, but put it this way: he sung with the Soul Stirrers. He took the place Sam Cooke and everything
Yep.
like that. So I was like, oh, so there's a lot more than just what I heard back then as a child versus what I really know now for. So it's a great thing. That's when we talk about the juke joints and all the other stuff because you
Yeah.
hear so many talent, so much talent in the juke joints that
Yep.
everybody was like, yo, who sing that? Who plays that record? Who does it? And so it circulates around more so than mainstream because it's what Southern Soul, blues, and everything is all about. It's a
Yep.
close knit family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the songs and I think that it's time for blues, Southern Soul, blues, R&B, whatever, to get its shine.
Yeah.
Just like rap.
Yeah.
Rap had to fight for 20, 30, 40, 50 years to
Yeah.
get where we are right now in the rap game. So Southern Soul is really blazing this trail from the birthright of blues, pushing it forward.
And we had some great people that laid some great foundations, man. Like Johnny Taylor, man, is right now, man. Johnny Taylor is still, man, and that's why I said, God, whenever you bless me to be who I need to be, and my career really be where I need to be, because right now I'm still a work in progress. I have a lot of more work to do. You know what I'm saying? I really value people, and I always say this: I'm nobody without the people. You know what I'm saying? So, but to say this, Johnny Taylor is still one of the #1 streaming soul blues artists in the world. Right now, that man music streams year after year, year after year. His music still is a he's in the top running for streaming music. Like he's still a living legend, man. He's dead and gone, but his music is living without him, and it's still streaming. People still rocking Johnny Taylor.
Absolutely.
Hats out to his son. That's still living, TJ Taylor, his daughter, grandson Calvin Taylor, man. Like, hey, man, they got a great legacy, man, to live off of, man, and to live for, and to keep that light bright. The Johnny Taylor family, man. But yeah, man, like JT music still streaming, man. But you know, I try to tell people, man, in this game, it's all about the people. Like you gotta love on the people, and the people gonna love you back. But I believe Southern Soul Blues will make it mainstream. Like I pray to God I'll be here to see it.
Now, what is the next moves for Fat Daddy? Where is the direction that Fat Daddy is going with his music?
Man, the direction I'm going with the music is to keep soul music alive. I want to keep making music to touch our people, to touch our cultural people, man, to let them know that, because back in the day, my daddy always told me this. He said, Fat Daddy, it was only 2 places that our people was allowed to go and that we really felt warm and wanted to go. My dad said there was the church and the juke joint. He said we had 2 places, the church and the juke joint, that we was able to be comfortable with ourselves. Not at the stores, not at the food markets, at the restaurants. It was the church at the juke joint. My dad said people don't understand, back then the juke joint was somebody's house, and they had a shed back there, and folks would just gather right there around the pit and go play the music and party. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so where I'm headed now is to just keep the music alive, keep what my daddy's instilled in me, and keep going and keep loving on people. Like no matter how big God make me be, or no matter how big people say that I am and all this stuff, I ain't nothing out the people. So my goal is to just keep loving on the people and keep putting out great music. I don't have an expectation of, oh, I'm gonna be this big singer, I'm gonna be on this. I don't have them kind of expectation in life. My expectation is to first to love on God, but to love on the people who support Fat Daddy in my genre of music, what I do. So that's my expectation. My path is just to keep keep the music alive. Like that's my whole goal. Just keep alive what I got going. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no big expectation to that.
Okay. Now we're gonna play the Mailman delivered on Sunday with Sir Charles. Man, if I catch the Mailman at my house on a Sunday,
you better watch him, Doc. You better watch him, Doc.
Okay, bring that in, man.
Let's go.
What's up with it, Sir Charles? What damn deal, Fat Daddy? What it do? I just kind of tell you, my wife been sleeping with the mailman. Sleeping with the mailman? See, I'm telling you, it's tough, man. You know what? I can't blame her, because I've been doing the same thing too, man. Delivering. Come around. That's what they say. Well, strip me about this story, bro. Listen. I came home and it's Sunday morning. I saw a mailman parked in my driveway. By the time I got out young to ask him where he going, he drove away, and here's my story. Oh, I've never seen a mailman deliver my Sunday. I ain't never got to look about the forest papers.
Hey,
oh, all the time I was stepping out.
What?
Stepping in. And talking about home, well, around what she did. Without you and me. When I seen the voice, baby, I used to down the phone and call my wife. I said, what are you trying to do me, man? You know I made some mistakes.
Hey,
Please give me one more chance. Let's sit down and talk about this.
sing, Fat Daddy.
They told me straight up, I gotta make this move for me and my kids. I can't no longer play these games with you no more. Say she told me I'ma pack all my clothes, 'cause you done cheated on me, and I ain't coming in no more. I ain't never seen a man deliver on Sunday. Oh yeah, my divorce papers, girl, it's morning. Ain't never stepping down with them hands, stepping in now. And turn my whole world around. I'm gonna chill again. Listen up. Said I found out that the mailman was sleeping with my wife for such a long time. Said I can't blame the mailman, 'cause I've been doing the same damn thing. I've been sleeping with another woman. Listen. But I gotta tell y'all that the mailman, he was my best friend. Yes, he was. He used to drop the mail off on Tuesdays. We used to shake hands and talk about it. But I never thought he was looking at mine. I ain't never seen a mailman. Oh, yeah. No. They're working about the divorce papers. And it's morning. All the time I was stepping out. The damn man was stepping in. And turn my whole world around. Where she is. Oh. So I'm talking about the real man. You better be careful. He'll be delivering mail. And at the same time, he'll be stealing your sugar. He'll be stealing your sugar. Oh, my. So I guess what goes around will come back around. Yes, it will. Don't get mad when your wife cheat back. It's 2017. My daddy said eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. I ain't never seen a mailman deliver on Sunday. No, he delivered my divorce papers. Yes, he did. Oh, the time I was stepping out, the mailman was stepping in. Turn my whole world. Yes, he did. Oh, I'm talking about the mailman.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch the mailman divorce papers. So they can be your best friend. They can be your brothers. Might be your cousin. But it was the mailman. I'm talking about the mailman. Yes, I am. I'm talking about the no good mailman.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
man. I catch the mailman at my crib on a Sunday.
He gonna be
It's
doing
gonna-
more than living.
Now, how you gonna be mad at the mailman when you're dipping and dabbing your damn self? That's
Hey,
you're mad
hey,
at the mailman, but you're
hey.
dipping and dabbing out there too.
Man, that
Hey, I tell
mailman,
you.
you gotta watch that mailman.
Man,
The
you got
mailman
to,
be doing some
man.
he ain't got no business.
He ain't got no business.
He was
No
making a
business.
special delivery.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be some furniture moving in there. It's gonna be some.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some brand new furniture
Shout out
coming.
for the U.S. Postal Service doing their job, baby. I used to be a mailman.
Oh Lord. The old folks say, oh Lord.
That's it.
Doctor, we know what you were doing, doctor. We know.
Hey, hey, they always say the milkman and the mailman are two people you gotta watch out for.
Yes, sir.
You gotta
Yes,
watch
sir.
the milkman and the mailman.
The milkman and the mailman.
Yeah,
Some
you know,
about
back
the
in the
old
day,
milkman.
the pre postman used to be the newspaper boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful, man. I tell you. But we coming to the end, Fat. Like, what is some of the shows that you're coming up where individuals can find you at and be able to attend and get the Fat Daddy experience? Matter of fact, you was just at a show this weekend. What was the experience with that?
Man, I was in Holly Hills, South Carolina. Man, it was great. Man, the people came out, they supported, they loved the brand new song, Something in the Water.
Mm-hmm.
Man, a Fat Daddy show, man, it's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
My shows is it's a vibe. When I hit the stage, I want you to let your hair down, let your shoes off. If you're a dude, get you a drink. Find what woman you like, you want to dance, you want to vibe to that night, and we gonna all rock out and vibe, man. When I perform, it's just a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no big eyes, big U's. At that moment, we here to do one thing with each other, and that's party like back in the day, man. It's a vibe, and I try to set the tone everywhere I go, man. Is hey, man, it's a vibe with me, man. When I come to the stage, leave. I don't care what you got going on. Leave. I'm like the preacher. Leave all your problems at home. Leave all of it at home. Come to my party, my show with a clear mind. We gonna vibe out and have. We gonna drink. We gonna vibe. We gonna enjoy ourselves. So yeah,
Right.
man. A Fat Daddy experience, man. It's a vibe, man. This is what it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
Like I said, when the next show that you'll be at, Fat Daddy?
Man, my next show I'll be at will be this coming Friday. I will be in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Saturday, I will be in El Dorado, Arkansas. Sunday, I will be at Las Colinas, Michael's place. And then I'm off August the 4th and 5th. August the 12th, I'll be in Port Gibson, Mississippi. August, the next week, I think it's the 16th. Um, Something like that. I think the 19th. I'll be in Russ, Texas. I'm doing a family reunion I do every year in Russ, Texas, and then I'm off after that. And then September, it's a lot of stuff coming up, man. So you can catch me somewhere down there every weekend. I'm
I'm gonna
vibing
tell you
somewhere.
right now that this weekend is gonna be a jump. You talking about going from Rocky Mount to
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas within 16 hours.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you how
He popped in and out.
y'all hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so Friday night I fly out of Dallas and I'll be in Rocky Mountain. I'll make it to Rocky Mountain about 11 o'clock Friday. I perform. Me and J1 got a show together during Friday, Rocky Mountain. I'm performing Rocky Mountain, get my clothes, probably give me about an hour nap. My plane leave at 5:30 in the morning. I'll be back in Dallas at 7:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. I'm gonna come to my house, pick up my band. Me and my band, we're gonna get in the truck, the trailer. We're gonna shoot to Arkansas. We get there about 3 o'clock sound check. Go to the room, chill. I'm gonna hit the stage by 9:30. By 10:30, 11 o'clock, we're gonna gas up. I'm gonna be back on the road by 11:30. Head back to Dallas, get some rest, and then Sunday night we at Michael's.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm tired just from listening to it.
It's a vibe, Doc. Like it's a vibe, man. And people like, "Fanny, how you do it, man?" When you do something that you truly, truly love, it don't even feel like work. It goes so fast and it happens so fast. And man, it just be a vibe. I'm telling y'all, it just be like, before I know it, man, I done did 8, 9, 10 shows in a month. And my body don't even feel like I did one.
Man, I tell you, man, I salute you, brother.
Man,
But
thank you so much, man.
is there anybody you want to shout out at this moment in time?
Oh man, I would love to shout out everybody that support my brand new song, man. It's Something in the Water. Shout out to my whole family Hit Nation team, man. But shout out to the people today. We don't show the people enough love, man. Shout out to the fans and the people who shout out to my friends and fans that want us to really, really support Southern Soul Blues music, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real goats, man. Y'all the real reason why we have been able to do what we able to do. Without y'all, it really ain't no music. Without the people listening to it, supporting it. I can't do it on my dime. You know what I'm saying? So without y'all coming to shows and showing support, buying tickets, going to iTunes, streaming the music and telling your friends, man, we couldn't make this possible without y'all. So shout out to the people, man, who really support Southern Soul Blues. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for doing
sure.
the great job that you're doing with the music and keep pushing forward. At this moment in time, I'm turning it over to my brother K. Go ahead and knock it out for me, bro.
Well, once again, we want to let you know, my brother, you ain't got a home away from home. You got a home right here.
For sure.
Real 360. So, Fat Daddy, on behalf of my brother Josh Miller and myself, man, thank you for coming on. Thank you for granting us this beautiful interview. And you can come back anytime you get ready, anytime you got new stuff going on. You hit us up, let us know, man. We got you. It's that easy. You know
that is 360 real, my boy. Yeah. Thank y'all so much, man. God bless, man. I'm out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you know you can hear Something's in the Water right on Real to Real Radio. I'm putting it up on there as we talk. So you want to go and listen to some good Southern soul music and blues and R&B, tune in to the Real to Real 360 radio station on Live 360. All right. 365, that is, part show. All right, everybody, man, we out of here like last year. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
What's up? Peace.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing and tell a friend and keep sharing because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son.
True indeed. I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and nurses. To all the human families on planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. To peace, the man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you upon our show. You make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time I end it just the way I bring it.